keep repeating this pattern of like, oh, I'm going to do this and don't do it. And then you have people that are trying to help you, but then at the end of the day, they're getting pissed off because they don't see any type of progress. Now, they work. They both have jobs and they both work. But where is the money going? Where is the money going? Yes, they paid, rent, and they paid the bill. They paid, put in a couple of dollars for bills, which we were very thankful for. But we didn't see any progress of them saving or trying to move. Instead of doing that, we just see more shit being moved in my house. Every time I looked up, there was new shit in my house. Shit just being added in here. I was like, oh no, my apartment is not going to be nobody public storage unit. And at first I'm like, dang, I feel bad for this. But when I think about it, I don't. Because we did what we had to do. I can only help you so much. You got to put in the rest of the effort for yourself. Please stop waiting to the last minute for your ass to actually understand or just all of a sudden have an epiphany. Oh shit, I got to, get myself together. I've got to learn. I can't do that. I cannot stress enough to people. Y'all out here got to start telling people, hell no. You ain't got to say hell no, but y'all got to start telling people no. The only reason we said yes because we felt obligated because, we fell on hard times at once. My roommates, their lease just got cut off. They didn't tell me, and we had to all move out. She had to move in with her, baby daddy's mama and shit. She didn't like them at all. Me, I was pregnant at the time with Zahara and Cameron. So, my partner was like, hey, we'll live with moms. And his mom was really cool. We lived with her, but we stacked bread. We were stacking bread the whole time we were there at that apartment, living with his mama. And we moved out. We lived from March, April, May, June, July. We lived for 5 months. And once we lived there for 5 months, we got the fuck out. I had my baby and we left and got our apartment. Good night. We left and I felt great. She said that even if I had the baby, I could have stayed there. But I was like, no, we need to move. It's time. Because the whole time we were there, we were looking for apartments. We were looking. We were not playing. Like we were serious. And we had a plan. And I'm so glad today that plan was great. See, I agree, Dante. It's just like my space. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. So the kids get their room. Me and my, husband get our room. Then we have our living room. We have a hall closet. We have a bathroom, one bathroom. We have our laundry room, have my kitchen, and I have my patio. And then we have, the little closet in here in the front. Honey, it was just too crowded in here. It was too many. It was just hot in here. It's just a lot. It was just too much. I was overwhelmed with, I'm coming home. They're literally like I would get upset because my husband want to come home and lay out on the couch, and he can't even lay out on the couch because everybody is in his spot. Can't even play his games. We got to go to bed because they need to go to bed and all this stuff. And I'm like, damn, this is my house. I can't even do that. I can't walk around, I like to walk around with no pants on sometimes. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. I just felt like my space was invaded. I felt like my my whole mental space was invaded. And I was slipping in depression again. And I told myself, oh no, I'm not about to do this. And I told my partner, I said, my husband, I was like, listen, we need to talk because, you know, I know we're trying to do the right thing. But at the same time, I feel as though we're giving them too much leverage and leeway and that they're getting too comfortable here, you know? Like, I just couldn't do it. And then the fact that, you know, I smoke weed, okay? We have an ashtray. You smoke your weed, you put your blunt out in the ashtray. For the 420 friendly people out there, when you get all the way to the end, it's called a roach, right? You put the roach in the ashtray, and then you put it in a little roach jar, and you smoke the roaches later in case you have emergencies, whatever. When they left, I went to clean up under my sofa. Nigga, there was roaches underneath my sofa. I'm like, this is a fire hazard. I was very upset by that. Not only you sitting here getting comfortable, you up here dirtying up my damn sofa. Who does that? That is so fucking disgusting. I was so hot when I saw that. And then the fact y'all putting dirt, like wet dishes in my cabinet. Like, who dries the dishes like that? It's just like stuff like that. I was like starting to get on my nerves. And the fact that, folks was taking like 600 years in the fucking bathroom. And, just stuff like that. I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I have to have my house back. I can't. I'm in my 30s. We have a family. Y'all got to go and got to find your own. Period. Some people out there are just like that. There's people in their 40s and their 50s out here sleeping on people's sofas because they're afraid to grow the fuck up. You need to talk to your mama about that. Because that, I can understand her renting out the other space for the money. I can understand, but the cousin, that's different. Sometimes you have to talk to people. And you be like, hey, my space feel like it's invaded. Y'all gonna have to sit down and have some type of talk. Because I feel you. Like, who wants to come home and feel like you can't do shit in your own house? No one should have to feel like they have to come home and their house is just taking over. I don't like that. Like, here, let's see. I come home and they come here. He empties his shit pockets and his shit's all on my beautiful marble, not dressers, like end tables in my living room. I don't allow anything on my windowsill. He had stuff all on the windowsill. I had to clear it off. There was stuff where our Xbox and our DVDs are at. There was stuff all in my baby's basket. Oh my God. What else? There was stuff the whole closet in the living room looked awful. There was so much shit in there. Their shoes were all on the floor. The laundry basket in the laundry room with their clothes, their laundry basket looked a hot mess. I have my temperature on my wash machine and my dryer certain way. They kept changing it. I had to change it back. Yeah, they never cleaned out the dryer, the dryer sheets, the lint. You have to clean the lint off. I had to clean it up all the time. I don't know. It was just stuff be burning in my kitchen. I was fed up. But, something else intervened into that for them to have to go anyway. So I didn't have to say all that anyway. You know, people are just scared to grow up. I don't know what's so scary about trying to grow up and try to live your life. Try to be an adult. Being an adult is hard, and paying bills is it's crazy and it's stressful. But I love being an adult. I love being on my own. I love having my own place, honey. There ain't nothing like having your own, honey. I love having my place. I love coming home, sitting on my sofa, stretching my feet out. I love just being on the sofa with my husband and we just cuddle each other. I love being able to play the video games. And when the kids are not here and they're off with their godparents, we can just, walk around the house butt ass naked, I can play my music as loud as the fuck I want and all that shit. I can chill. When I had people that was living here, my space wasn't the same, And I just felt like, damn, like, I just felt enclosed. I felt claustrophobic in a sense, But now I feel better. You see, people, you got to understand, you can't wait till it's almost too late for you to actually do something. I base this topic of the program off of them because I know I said all this shit about them, but at the same time, I'm concerned because 24/27, y'all should have had some type of establishment with your lives already to have a place. It shouldn't have taken this long already to figure out nobody's not going to want us to live on their sofa forever. It don't work like that. When people start seeing these patterns of you over and over again doing this, that serves as a problem. And if somebody's trying to suggest to you, well, maybe let's do this to ensure, our future and that we're all right, you can't get mad. You can't get picky. You have to understand. You have to take what you can get at that moment. And then what you have, you can build it off from there. And once you do, you can go off and get something bigger and better. Beggars cannot be choosers. Okay? Mm-hmm. Beggars cannot be choosers. You can't sit up here and say, oh, I don't want to do this, when in reality, you have to do that. You can't wait until the last minute for somebody to tell you to do some shit, and then you look at everybody else for confirmation. You should have been had this done. 5 months is a perfect amount of time to stack your bread to find something. Realistically. But, everybody's different. Everybody's out here different. Everybody's out here hustling, trying to make it. It's hard though. But you know what? You got to keep fighting. You got to keep doing what you do. And as a musician, I want him to keep going and working and working towards his goal with his music. But at the same time, he's going to have to learn how to become an adult and grow up. You know that saying, it's time to grow up, Christopher Robin? As he gets older, he starts forgetting all those memories with Pooh and Tigger and Piglet and Owl and Rabbit and Kanga and Roo and Eeyore and Gopher. All those little animals in the 100-acre forest. He's a little boy. This is his imagination, but as he gets older, he starts losing those memories and he has to break from it and he has to grow up. You feel me? That's what we have to do in our lives, folks. We got to learn. We got to grow up. We got to go out there. We got to live our life and we've got to grow up. Got to. It makes no sense for us to keep making these excuses not to go out there and to not handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do better, man. Way better. I know they got it. I believe in them. I know they got talent.